but I'm gonna let it down. All right, bro. This is what happens when we sleep, my nigga. I ain't gonna say this what happens when we sleep. This is when we gotta raise our. Okay, so you know how we talk about the gold age, the silver age, the bronze age, and the iron age, right?
Yeah.
And shit is all about every time we go to another frequency or another age, you have to raise your frequency. So next, me and you,
raise or lower. Like you have to raise and lower to go up from bronze to gold.
Right,
like,
to go to the next one. So that's why you gotta have 400. Right now in the ship, you gotta have 432 megahertz to be above to be ready to ship into 5D. So 3D, you only be needing 300 or something. 4D, you only need 400 or something. 5D, you need 500 or something. So niggas like me and you, we be born in the time of the shift. So next time we gonna come to planet Earth is when it's time to go from goddamn bronze to silver. When it's time to go to bronze to silver. So we're gonna be at this time of raising the planet and the frequency. It's almost like how you notice that. What are metals? Metals are conductors.
Mm-hmm.
So what you want to do right now is your soul is almost like when they say change your motherfucking metal from your soul alchemy from coal to gold.
That's why I keep gold around my neck also all the time.
Because that's the highest conductor that you can be. When the reason why we are at the level of consciousness and awareness that we are is because we are separated. We are separated from, how can I say this? White people got to come back to God.
The more white King. I just had this conversation with my mama literally yesterday.
The more ages come, the more white people die, or white people come over and have babies with black people and shit. The more they merge, the more we become motherfucking closer to iron, then silver, then motherfucking gold.
And that's gonna happen in our lifetime. There will be no more Caucasian, Caucasian, no new Caucasians being reborn after the year 2050 or 2060 because they must return onto the melanated beings of God.
Right. So what will be going on at that point is after there's no more Caucasians, they're going to be mixing back into this shit.
Yeah.
Back into this shit. And the more they mix, the more pure this shit get. The more they come back, you know what I'm saying, instead of it being separated. Because that's
why they want to vaccinate us.
That's why they want to vaccinate us. So, but it goes back to the thinking. Your soul has to be pure. You got to be your frequency has to be raised. And the way you raise your frequency is how you treat people. You give in the frequencies that you keep around you, your environment, and everything. So when you raising your frequency, the whole thing is to keep it at that level so you can stay as a conductive when all the planets align and we have that boom and that event happens, you won't get fried. So if your frequency, it's almost like amp being amplified. If your amp is too not strong enough to power the speaker, it ain't gonna hit. You know what I'm saying?
Mm-hmm.
You're gonna need a bigger amp, wattage amp to make this speaker hit. So basically, what's gonna happen when the planets align? Think of our speakers being regular size, and we need more amplifiers to be able to live in this realm. We need more amps to be able to shift into the higher realm. So it goes back to us being on a frequency. Last night, I'm gonna watch the video right now again with y'all, just because we brought this up. Motherfuckers can operate in the same space as long as you're on different frequencies. I'm gonna say that again. We can have people right next to us in our same space, but we don't see them and we don't feel them because we operate on different frequencies, bro. That's all it is.
It's whatever you're aware of.
Right, and we're not aware. And the only reason we see ghosts that have paranormal activity is because those are the frequencies that are closest to us. It's almost like when you turn to a station and you turn up it a little bit, you can hear that station in the other station, and it's almost like them two stations crossing each other. That's why we see ghosts and spirits and all that shit, because we close to the other realm, bro. We close as fuck to the other realm. That is just a frequency being tuned to a motherfucking frequency. So basically, as we living on, our whole goal as human beings is to self-master ourselves, to raise our vibrations, to continually raise our vibrations so we can continue to go to the next realm. If you don't raise your vibration, you will be locked into this station forever or for 6,000 years until you got another try to get the fuck out.
But I got two things to say. Like, do you feel like when you pass, because you you just said you got 6,000, you have another 6,000 before you try again to get out. But like we're melanated. Well, for melanated beings, we're a different star race. Like we're literally a different cosmic race than Caucasians and Asians and everybody else who were made off of the experiments from our being. So like all the unjust people, like our genocide has been millions of people and hasn't stopped yet. You know what I'm saying? Just how like the Jews make us basically fantasize and go and ingrain their Holocaust when it was really the least tragic one, and they was only getting what they deserved because goddamn they, you know what I'm saying? But to go back to what I was saying, do you feel like for everybody who was unjustly killed, everybody who may not feel like it was their time, and depending on your frequency, do you feel like there's a waiting time? Because there is no time for real. So it's just like, depending on how conscious you can come back at any point in time.
I would call that waiting time purgatory.
I get what you're saying.
Purgatory. Like, you ain't waiting. It ain't no time. Time don't exist. It's almost like, it's almost like, put it like, when you die, bro, you automatically get weighed out and put into another frequency and another form.
And that's what I'm saying. See, all right. Because my biggest thing I'm having a problem with as a conscious being is like consciously knowing how I'm changing my frequency or feeling that, if you get what I'm saying, to be like, all right, you know what I'm saying, to it, because when you're doing all these things to raise your frequency, that's subconsciously raising your frequency, because you consciously still have, you know what I'm saying, you in your conscious awareness, you can choose how to do certain things, but also you can consciously feel and be aware when things are raising and when different energies, like that's my biggest thing I'm having a problem with, like I'm trying to figure out. It's just like, how can I perceive when my frequency is at a certain level or when other people's frequency at a certain level, and like that ass, like
I'm gonna tell you what it is. I call it my spidey sense, my nigga. You know the feeling you get when troll about to pull you over? Damn, my nigga shit froze. Let me know shit come back.
I had 10 minutes.
Hey, you know the feeling you get when troll about to pull you over?
Yeah. I know, that's what I'm saying. I'm trying like consciously bringing that back every time. Like, you know, like that feeling.
This is the sense that you're gonna feel. You know the feeling you get when you about to get chased by a dog?
Yes.
Okay. Picture that feeling being around a group of niggas that's supposed to be your homeboys, and out of nowhere you get that feeling.
I do, but I'm saying, but when I'm by myself though, like King, like that's what I'm saying. It's like I get it when I'm in the presence of other people.
You get that feeling, you need to get on alert.
That's what I'm saying, but it's just like for your like okay, because the only way to raise your frequency, you know what I'm saying, is the only way to raise your frequency is to do your shadow work. But how? But my biggest thing, because yourself is your biggest enemy and your most elusive target. So it's just like my spidey senses don't work for myself.
I did what
if you get what I'm saying. Like it's like when you buy it's like consciously putting that spidey sense on for what's wrong with you.
But you're not gonna lie to yourself though, bro. I can't go to the club and stand on the couches no more, bro.
You're right, and same thing.
I can't do that. You know what I'm saying? That shit don't work no more. It don't. I don't feel comfortable. I used to feel like I'm the man in that position.
Because that was your ego.
Yeah, my ego. I was in my ego. So when I got into my spiritual side, it's almost like that shit don't tame me no more, don't do me no more, because that is not what I'm looking for satisfaction and self-fulfillment. What fulfills me is giving money to people, making people feel good, giving game to people, changing people's lives, bro. That's what fulfills me.
That's what I find it fulfills me too. And it's putting that truth and the way out, putting that light into everything I create, and into every projection in every projection of energy that somebody else receives from me.
I think what you're saying, I'm gonna say this fast, like when you do shit for money, the projection is not as powerful as it can be. But when you do it from the heart, the projection is even more powerful. You see what I'm saying?
It's like ultimate power from the heart, because your heart is your.
Try to be famous and try to get caught off this shit, you're not gonna blow up like me. It ain't gonna work. My spark gonna work because it's straight heart. You know what I'm saying? My shit gonna work because it's straight genuine. Your shit is fake. So the universe ain't gonna help you. I got magic people. I got magic behind me, bro. I got universal power behind me, bro.
Because ain't really the fake thing they be trying to say is actual science called alchemy. The science of everybody. The science of life.
Yeah.
Hey, get off live. You gonna fuck it up. Well, my nigga just pulled up. Shit. Good. Get up. Well, shit.
Ask that question because that's a smart nigga question. A good teacher is the best student. You feel me? A good teacher gonna ask the right questions. Like, this motherfucker, I'm talking to him, I ask the right questions, bro, because nigga, the right question can unlock some shit.
On God, and that's the right question is the key to unlock this shit, because you're not gonna get it until you ask the question. That's why you know everything. That's meditation is nothing but asking yourself questions and listening for the answer. That's all it is. Is you hold a central question of whatever you want to figure out about yourself, or whatever center of chakra or energy flow that's blocked. You feel it. Whatever's blocked, ask why it's blocked. And then instantly you're gonna start like you must be aware and not engage into the thoughts that cross your mind from that point on. Because subconsciously, it's like going to the library. It's like going to the librarian and asking her for the book, and then she type it into the computer and it pull it up. You know what I'm saying? And then from there, it's like in this library and shit, you know where to go find, answer, where to go find the answer to the questions that you just had, because now, like, put it like this. Your body is a supercomputer, but you have to play the part of being the operator and the computer. You feel me? So you got to learn how to use your own computer.
And then if you know the operator downloads shit into the computer. So if you are not even using your computer to download shit, when it's time to go look for the answer, you're not gonna have shit. It's gonna say nothing in that bitch in that space. You're gonna have nothing in that folder.
Put it like this, King. Why can certain niggas why can certain niggas just off top never been in a fight, never been in any kind of conflict, but when it comes to that time, like they whoop ass. It's like, you know what I'm saying? You know so many different jutsus and motherfucking shit just from watching anime and doing all these things. So subconsciously you've been downloading you've been watching them hit all the movements, and you've been putting yourself in that position as if you did it, but you got living experience from not even doing things. You get what I'm saying?
That's crazy.
It's just like Neo downloading when he was fighting Morpheus. It's exactly that same thing.
But this is the thing. Only certain people have that power. Everybody don't got that power, bro.
No, it's how spiritually inclined you are. You know what I'm saying? And that's why like, King, when I found, like, when I went in there and talked to my mom yesterday, I was like, I need to know my blood type. I was thinking about this shit. I was like, I need to know my blood type. And I went to go talk to her, and she was like, and she basically just let me know when I was born, my dad had double O negative because he could give her blood, but because of her religion, she wouldn't take it. But and she had the same blood type as him, and they both double O negative. That's the only one. That's the only universal, you know what I'm saying, blood type there is. But I wanted to know that just because different things that I'm locking in myself ain't for no reason. Like my biggest problem with myself has always been confidence, because I self-condemn myself. I've learned to self-condemn myself because everything that made me a god amongst peasants is what I condemn myself to be, a peasant, to not to fit in, because I didn't understand the whole spectrum of what life was. I only had the notions of what people gave me. If you know what I'm saying. So that's how my reality was constructed at the time. So the biggest thing for me to set myself free and walk in my power and walk in my light how I know I need to is to gain confidence back and validate why I should be confident in myself. So since I took that perspective, literally the universe has been shifting and giving me information and just random situations, coincidences, which are synchronicities, because synchronicities are just signs that you're walking on your path. That's it, because there is no coincidence. You know what I mean? Everything happens for a reason. And as you start to embrace your intuition and your spiritual side, more synchronicities will start to align in your day. And through your life, period. And it's gonna start with the numbers first. Then it's gonna start with being in the right place at the right time, not being in the wrong place at the wrong time, and noticing other niggas who you was finna be with, and they in the wrong place, and you just happen to be the only one saved because you wasn't. It's different things like that, because that's your higher self talking to yourself. Just like also, like I ain't done. I'm almost done. I promise. I had this thought for a minute. I'm almost done. I promise. But and just like also, damn, what the fuck I was gonna say? Right place, wrong time. Then
Okay, what's your cash app?
Rick RICK.
Write it on a pen.
3238.
Write it, put it cash on and everything on the pen. We finna start a trend on this motherfucker. When a nigga go to dropping the knowledge, ask for a nigga cash app, and buy a nigga blunt in the morning.
You feel me, please? It'd be very appreciated. You know what I'm saying? A little blunt or something.
You know what I'm saying?
That's all I ask for. Just a little blunt. Nothing major. You know what I'm saying? Just something, look something to tap in and give y'all some wisdom. That's it. Cause
And
shit, everybody need it.
real
You know what
shit,
I'm saying? Everybody need it.
I'm gonna tip when I get off this motherfucker anyway. You know what I'm saying? I
Shit, I'm
always,
gonna come
bro.
tip you.
I tip, bro.
I
I
thought about
tip. You know, and you know what I've been noticing since I've been tipping? Like my speakers and shit, bitch. Bro, nigga been getting blessed this way, bro. Cause I give the money, nigga. I get the shit and I give it away. I'll give a percent back, bro. You gotta give it back. You know what I'm saying? Especially if a nigga touch my soul. If I know a nigga touches my soul and saying some shit he supposed to be saying, and the right moment I'm catching that bitch. Throw a nigga $2, broke ass niggas.
Please, please, you know what I'm saying? Please. Like, if we're supposed to be family, that means you're supposed to give me your last, if that's it. Because, I'm going to give you my last if it come to it.
Mm-hmm.
If we over here equal energy thing, we shouldn't be on our last, my nigga.
Yeah, right.
That's how shit should go. But, synchronicities, though. Like, oh, I know what I was talking about. I was giving my own personal of just how things are going for me and waking up for myself and what I noticed, just because, like, telepathy and the basic clairvoyance mind tricks that all the superheroes of Marvel and media portray are just the basics of what we actually can achieve as melanated beings. And what our people already knew, because every superhero there is that all our kids, that all the youth and everybody kids love are just black gods.
Facts.
They're spinoffs of black gods, all of them.
That shit is through our blood.
Yes, and it's all in our DNA, and that goes back to what I was just saying with the double O negative.
Right, double O negative, because it's a certain type of beings that have had that blood coming down from the start. You feel what I'm saying? To us,
people still got it right now, and they don't know it. And it's a lot of people that can do little things, and they downplay their abilities because of religion, white Jesus, government, 9 to 5, that shit ain't real, Gregorian calendar, this false, this deception of a reality that we live in. When you look at the real thing, when you walk outside and watch the trees and the birds fly around, in 2 different worlds right there.
Meeting at the center.
Yeah.
Bro, the shit so crazy is that our whole thing is amplifying your motherfucking frequency, bro. Oh my God, let me let this slide. Hold on. Check this out right here, bro.
Let me see.
No, it's this one. No, it's this.
Oh, I seen the video already, King.
You already seen it. You already seen it. All right, so I ain't gonna play it. I think it was this one. No, it was this one.
Oh, I seen the other one. I didn't see this one.
Was it this one? No, let me see.
I seen that one already. On that London Reel, that boy be speaking his shit. And if any of y'all want to get y'all shit together, y'all sexuality, men too, all y'all niggas that goddamn, you know what I'm saying, ain't got no control on your dick, go Google Mantak Chia. Mantak Chia. MANTAK Chia. CHIA. Watch all his shit. Get your shit together. Because y'all wasting your life busting all them nuts. Just saying.
I ain't gonna play. I'm gonna let you spit. But long story short, bro, we got goddamn. It's all a frequency. When the planets align, that's why they're trying to tell you that a lot of people might die, because if your frequency not raised and you got all this shit in your body, the frequency that's gonna be coming through this realm, you niggas is not gonna be supported off of. Okay, like, if you seen the Black Spider-Man?
I seen part of it. I need to go watch it. I ain't gonna hold you, King.
That shit cold because it talk about the different dimensions of different Spider-Man.
I heard that shit. That's why I said I need to go watch it. You know
bro, that shit cold, bruh. And the cracker already know this shit. That's why he been bringing trying to merge dimensions, bruh. How the fuck J.C. Penney's to spell how it was? Not spell. He been merging dimensions, bruh.
Oh, hey, you got me now. All right, just that, cause like we was just saying before, like last time we was on live, all dimensions of time exist in this reality right now at one time, because energy is nothing but frequency at the different perspectives or concepts of how fast reality, because reality is nothing but energy vibrating at a certain frequency. Everything.
So with that, what you just said alone, just picture a big ass radio, nigga, with a bunch of radio stations, and every radio station is another Earth.
That's what I'm saying. It's another Earth on each dimension, like the first, second, third, fourth. See, all the way to 9. Because the 9th dimension
But
is
in between, okay, and you're right. You're right. I don't mean to cut you off, God. But in between,
we
you got trillions. In between those 9s, you got trillions of stations.
Yes,
so
because it's infinite perspectives on each dimension. You feel me? So,
so if you don't got your frequency raised to a higher vibration, once you got to stop being a jealous person, you got to stop being envious, you got to stop being a fucking hater, you got to fix on yourself, like you said earlier, do your fucking shadow work to raise your motherfucking vibration, so when it's time comes where they do the retoning and they split the souls up, the low frequency souls from the high frequency souls, you can walk out with the high frequency souls.
Exactly, because you're gonna have conscious, over your being, because like you were saying, if you don't raise your certain frequency, they saying you're gonna fry, you're gonna die. What that means, all right, let me play our spinoff. You know, you can die from emotions, you can die from depression. If you get to a certain point, if you get depressed to a certain point, your body will literally shut down and go into cardiac arrest. So if your frequency is not at the frequency of the new world of the 5D, literally that frequency will cause your body to go in chaos and shut down. So it's like people just gonna be struck dead, or people just gonna be found dead, because literally they're not vibrating at the right frequency, so their body can't exist with the new frequency of the earth. So it's just like literally you just shut down. It's like being macro depressed, not even on your personal, but
they got videos of people in China right now falling over dead.
Just capsize. Oh, have you seen the shit about dragons?
Bro, I seen the shit about the dragons. And this is my thing.
You been on that shit, my nigga?
I ain't brought it up yet, right? Because I wanted to just sit back and do more. I need more. I do too. I need a little bit more.
But it makes perfect sense that it's in China. Because in the hills, you seen the videos about the loud roaring they keep hearing? It's you know what I'm saying? That shit sound like constructed, you know, and them are dragons, my nigga.
Bro.
That's how, I'm breaking it down. Oh, they know this shit too. It's in Avatar. I don't know if you caught up for real on Avatar. I know you be on all this shit. Goddamn, Zuko Uncle Iroh. Iroh was the last, was the general who supposedly played the last dragon, dragons in the land. But he didn't. He saved them because their spiritual animals were the dragons. That's why Avatar Roku, before Aang had a pet dragon, and Aang got the air bison because he's from the air nomad temple. But the Fire Nation period, everything they got their fire from the dragons. That's who taught Aang how to fire bend, was the last 2 dragons that were saved by Iroh, because he didn't kill them. He saved them and left them in the hills with the original people who with the original, what they call it, they was like monks or some shit. Like, they're not actual monks. They had them hats and shit because they were the first ones to learn firebending. And so they are the last. They're the last ones. They're the last protectors of the last 2 dragons, the white and the blue dragon. They live in the hills, and anybody who comes before the masters and does not have a pure soul is disintegrated. You feel me? And they said, and they expected Aang and Zoku to goddamn to be fried when they went up there, but they didn't die because their souls were pure in their intentions of what they were trying to do. And General Iroh was the last one to come before the dragons and not be disintegrated. But to save them, he went back and said, "I slayed them." To get everything you saying,
everything lead up to what we was talking about. Like, nigga, to enter the halls of Amenti, you need to have a pure soul. To goddamn. And Aladdin, to enter the cave of wonders, you needed a pure soul.
You need a pure soul. In order to see God, you need a pure soul.
To order to move on, which will get your heart's weight on the scale of Miyat, you need a pure soul.
Yes, your heart must be weighed less than a feather to go on from this dimension, to leave from this schoolroom earth.
You know why? Reality. You know why? Because they don't want. Because having a heart of the feather means you're not attached to anything in this bitch, so you can easily change form.
Yes, because your frequency is that high where you vibrate.
You don't. Money can't keep you there. Friendship, family can't keep you there. You don't want to keep going back. The people trapped here is the people who can't leave this bitch for food, other reasons, bro. Where their soul is addicted to pizza. Where they be like, they love pizza so much that their soul gonna stay here, bro. Like, people really don't know it's shit that serious. Like, for real, bro.
I'm finna break it down to you.
Your 7 chakras, and I got this from fucking Avatar. Go watch it. I know the episode exactly. It's either season 2, episode 19, or season 3, episode 1. Go watch it. It's when Aang goes back to the air temples and meets the monk, and the monk teaches him how to control the Avatar state. In order to control the Avatar state, spiritual energy must divinely be able to flow all the way through his chakra network. So he must unblock and learn how to control.
Okay, not to cut you off. So was that the scene when the old head had to pull the moss from the fucking swirly pool that was telling you that?
Yeah, that's exactly it. That's exactly it. All right. So when he go there, he break it down and walks Aang through the point of meditation to know to consciously be able to unblock all of his chakra centers in order to go to the Avatar state. The first one is your root chakra, which deals with fear. And in order to unblock this, you must ask yourself and be brutally honest with yourself about what are you most scared of? What do you fear the most and why? Then accept it and have a different memory. Then the second one is the sacrum. The sacrum deals with guilt. What are you guilty about? What did you lie about? Ask yourself these questions, and then whatever comes up from whatever you answer, whatever your subconscious answers you with, like whatever thoughts you have after you ask yourself that question, and just sit there and think about it. You have to accept that and don't be so hard on yourself in order